Welcome everybody! How's everyone doing today? You guys doing good out there in chat? Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful day. It is hump day, which means we are halfway done with the work week and closer to the weekend so you can enjoy your Steam Summer Sale games that you probably spent way too much money on. I'm Admired Plague and thank you guys for hanging out. Doing quite good. What up, Dukas? Is it Dukas or Dukas? How do you pronounce your name? Because we haven't talked and you're in the guild and we have not spoken yet. And I would like to get to know you a little bit better because I have literally talked to all other 18 members and have been in their streams and streamed with them. It's Dukas? Okay. That's what I thought. So welcome, guys. This stream... Let me change my webcam really quick. There we go. This stream is something new that I have not done yet, but I'm not new to the concept of what this is. So what we're doing is a how to network on Twitch webinar, seminar, whatever you want to call it. Typically a seminar is in a place, a webinar is on the web. This is a webinar. We are not switching to any other screens. We'll be pretty much staying on this one unless I need to show you something on Twitch, which I probably will need to do. I do want to thank, first and foremost, everyone that's currently hosting me, all 9 hosts, all my lovely subs, which we found up here on the sub wall, minus Captain Wiz, who has not given me his profile pic yet. But thank you guys for hanging out. Today's topic is how to network on Twitch. And what I mean by that is how do you grow? How do you talk to other streamers and other viewers and grow your channel at the same time? And that's what we're going to discuss. We're going to discuss a couple of different things. We're going to discuss rating, hosting, giveaways, and straight up directory abuse. And I'll tell you guys what that means when we get to that point. Typically, I only have an hour on my lunch break to do something like this, but we may go a little bit longer because I will be transferring from IRL to creative to do my actual job. I work from home 4 days a week. I work from an office 1 day a week, which allows me to stream full time because I can stream my work. So I'll be streaming my work this afternoon and talking about Twitch affiliates and us getting sub buttons and having an open discussion about that after our webinar here. For those of you that are watching this as a VOD, this probably is a VOD if you're not here right now with us. So I'm sorry if you guys thought I was live and it's a VOD, but I still love you anyways. And if you haven't followed, hit the follow button. Regardless. So, let's start with how to network on Twitch. What is the point of networking? Networking is how a streamer goes from no viewers to partnership. Networking is almost key to everything you do on Twitch, and it's literally how it separates the partners that still have to work and the partners that don't have to work. And I want you guys to have the mentality of a partner, no matter how low on the spectrum of a streamer you are. Everyone should have the same mindset as a partner while you're streaming. You should never worry about your view count. You should never worry about your follower count. You should just worry about you, your content, and having fun on Twitch. That's the whole point, is having fun. So, with that being said, how do you have fun with your content and at the same time growing your viewership? First and foremost, hosting and rating is going to be the biggest way to network and let other streamers know that you're a streamer without really coming into their chat and saying, "Hey, I'm a streamer, guys. That's me. I do the thing. I broadcast just like you do. Let me have your viewers." That's wrong. You do not go into someone's Twitch chat and say, unless someone specifically asks how your stream was, never say, "Yeah, I was working on stuff for my stream. I just got done streaming this game," or, or my favorite, this one's my favorite. People come into chat and they will say, "Oh, gotta go. Gotta start up my stream today." That's like saying you're at my party, right? I'm hosting a party. Your Twitch chat is my party. And we're having a good time. Tunes are bumping. Drinks are flowing. We're having a good time. And then some asshole in the room's like, "Hey, guys, I'm now going to go leave this party to start my party over there with blackjack and hookers." It's kind of rude. So how do you get another caster to know that you're a caster without doing that? And the answer is rating and hosting. So, the way it works, and this is something I'll show you guys. Let me bring up, for instance, let's bring up a stream. Alright. So, say we're watching a streamer, okay? He's playing Destiny. And, before we get into hosting or rating, I always say, "Okay, blah, I'm out to go do adult stuff," and I leave. Yeah, exactly. Don't mention your streaming. It's just rude. So, for instance, now, this will flow into directory abuse later, but I'll tell you about that, guys, in a second. Hosting and rating. So, say for instance, I am done with my stream. I am done with it. You guys have been great. I need to send you guys somewhere. If I am playing, say I'm playing Destiny, I'm going to go to the Destiny directory and go find someone else playing Destiny. It could be someone you know. It could be someone you don't know. Find someone that's roughly the same size as your channel. Find someone that's got, okay, so say I have 15 viewers. Go find someone that has 20 viewers. Go find a person playing the same game as you, unless you're in a team. If you're in a team, raid your team first. And just hit this host button right here. See this host button? Click that. And they're probably going to have an alert set up if they're around that number. That'll say, this person has hosted you for X viewers. Now, typically, in the mindset of a streamer, if it's for one viewer, that means that person's not normally a caster, but just wants to give extra support. However, if you are hosting with 3, 4, 5, 6 people, they will realize that, oh, hey, this person's probably a caster, and will sometimes, if they're nice, or if they know you, will give you a shout-out command saying, hey, this person's a streamer, you know, thank you for the host, go follow that person, and now you have a couple extra followers from their channel. Whether they come and hang out with you, it's up to them. I mean, viewers aren't owned by anybody. Bottom of the directory for me, I will talk to you about directory in a second. We'll get there, Dukas. I did see your concern in guild chat, and I do have ways around, ways of boosting your channel. So we're going to get to that in a second. So raiding and hosting is a great way to let someone know, or someone new know, that you're a streamer. Now, if you want a significant boost, and this is in the long run, this will take some time. Let me go back to my other screen here. If you guys want a significant boost, and you don't, not boosting, it's not boosting, shut up. If you want a uptick in followers and possible viewers, find someone that you really love to watch. For me, it's Elohim, CoCarnage, Silent Sentry, people like that, people I've worked with in the past. I have been in their channels and subbed to their channels for well over a year. But it's to the point where if I host or raid one of them, and I get a shout out command from them because I've been part of their community for so long, but never really said, hey, I'm a streamer. I've always let them do the talking for me. I get a significant boost and a significant uptick in viewership and follows because they have 1,000, 2,000 people watching them consistently, and I just become a well-known community member. So sometimes just being in someone else's community and talking to them for a long time and not, claiming that you're a streamer, just let that happen naturally. You do not want to force that because that will give you actually bad credit, and you don't want bad credit. You want good credit. It's kind of like, you want a good credit score. So if you're gonna try and go the route with big streamers, be a part of their community first. Talk with them. Just hang out in their chat for a month, 2 months before you start hosting and rating them. Medium-sized people, it's a bit different because it's kind of like showing some love and support back and forth. So that is one way of getting networking with other people, especially the directory host and raid, especially if you're playing games like... I'm a horror and indie streamer by trade. That's what I normally do is horror and indie. I play a lot of horror and indie games. If I'm raiding and hosting a lot of horror and indie streamers, there could be a time when they want to collaborate, or they will raid and host you back because they remember you and they followed your channel because you hosted and raided them. That's a great way. It's a great way of building a community, is finding other people that play the same games as you, raid, host them, follow them, and then you can get the same love in return, occasionally. I get hosted and raided by numerous other Battlegrounds players, Resident Evil players, indie players, like all that kind of stuff. So that's a great way, like I said, to uptick your channel and get some extra viewers. I get that from General Mittens whenever he mentions me. Exactly, it's the same concept. And then it gets to the point where you just jump in chat and say hello, and they'll shout you out. I get that with Wyvern Slayer, Continue, not DJ Knight, DJ Tech Live, now Elo. It happens occasionally. Like, once you become a good part of the community, once you say hello, they'll shout you out. And those shoutouts really, really, really help. It may be 1 or 2 followers, but that's 1 or 2 followers and possible viewers you did not have before. So that's rating, hosting. Any questions on that at all, guys? What up, Deadpan? Welcome to the stream, man. Really appreciate you stopping in and being here for my IRL stream, discussing networking on Twitch. Any questions so far, guys, before we move into the next thing, which I'm actually going to talk about directory abuse. Anything? We good? We good? I'll give it a second. I know there's a delay, so I'll give this a second. I'll just dance. Call of Cthulhu is good at that with me. I'm all about the hang out with the other streamers' channels and get to know them. That's my jam. That's part of networking. Networking is no different than you going to, say, an event or a convention and talking shop with, other like-minded people. You're just doing it online. That's the only difference, is it's online. Nope. Shady, you're good? Okay. Awesome. All right, so on to the next thing, directory abuse. And I don't mean directory abuse as in you're literally beating the shit out of the directory. That's not what I mean. It means stay away from games that have literally hundreds of thousands of channels streaming to it. That's something you don't want to do. For instance, let's go check Twitch's main page really quick. Let's go check the directory. So, on Twitch's main directory, top games. Here's top games. You got Dota, League, PUBG, Overwatch, Here's the Storm, Hearthstone, sorry, IRL. There's a lot of people in IRL right now. Hot damn. Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft. These are your top games. These are your big things. So don't stream PUBG. Got it. No, you mean we'll talk about that. So what you want to do, there's two ways this works. If your channel is literally bottom of every directory, do not stream these games. Do not, for the love of God, stream these games. You will never be seen. Ever. You will not be seen. What you want to do is go find a game that has not been streamed in a very long time. For instance, let's go, what I started with Half-Life. I started with Half-Life as a game. So let's go to games. Let's go to Half-Life. Of course there's no Half-Life there because I spelled Half-Life wrong because I'm a dummy. Half-Life. Perfect. Half-Life 2. What do we got here? Wow. Amazing. We have a total of 4 people streaming Half-Life, right? But here's the catch. If you're streaming Half-Life, the chances are of any of these people hosting and rating your channel is extremely high. Because, once again, hosting and rating in the same directory. Number 2, if you can get to that point, you are automatically on page 1 of this directory. Automatically. You're already here. Also, there are a lot of people that like watching older games for nostalgia, and they will come find you and they will come watch you. The thing with this is, if you noticed, 3 of these people streaming are not English, which is probably why there's no one really in this directory, because they're not English. And we also have a guy playing what appears to be League of Legends in the wrong directory as well. So that guy done fucked up. So right away, you're starting off on a really good foot. Not many people here, you're top of the list, and you have a really good chance of bringing in other people because you're probably the only English speaker in the channel. I consistently look for games that I'm interested in, or older games, just to watch people go through them. Specifically horror games. It is really fun watching people get the shit scared of them for the first time ever. It's the best. I could watch horror games and old school games like Half-Life, Quake, Unreal Tournament. Go play fucking Crash Bandicoot for all I care. Play something that's older because people have a nostalgia feel to them, and people want to go relive those memories through someone else. Because when we were all kids, we all sat around and watched our friends play video games. Twitch is no different. And if you can go find those old games again, like this is a really good starting point. This is where I started with my channel, my first channel that's partner now. Do you think 27 people streaming a game is too many? No, 27 is not really that much. If you have to scroll like more than like twice, it may be too many. But if you're in a directory that has, 20 to 30 people streaming it, you actually are at a really good spot. Because like I said, because of directory hosting, a lot of people will find the directory, go near the middle or near the bottom, and try and host and raid those people. Now, if you're in a directory with, like, say, PUBG or Counter-Strike and there's professionals, they don't host and raid. They don't do that. That's above their pay grade for some reason. They feel like they don't need to do that. So that's why I'm saying if you are in a directory that is a little bit lower, not necessarily that high, has a few streamers in it, you're in a good spot to raise viewership because you have a higher chance of being hosted and rated because of the directory you're in. It's not that many. Okay, that is the game that I have a series going on right now. What game? Oh, what series, by the way? What series you looking at? Or what series you playing? The other thing, and this is a long shot. Let's for a second. Breath of the Wild. Okay, that's actually not a bad directory to be in. Breath of the Wild right now is actually being taken over by speedrunners, and that's not a bad thing. It's a challenge run of the game. Nice. And if you put that as your title, like Breath of the Wild challenge run, or challenge run X only, or percent only, or something only run, that actually intrigues people's, it intrigues them. It makes them want to come in and see what the hell your challenge is. So that's part of it. So this is first half of directory abuse, is finding games that are in the middle or lower on the directory and abusing the other people in there to hopefully get hosts and raids. Because, like I said, if you're doing hosting or raiding in your directory and not towards a team or a guild, like I normally do, because I usually raid and host one of you guys, other people aren't part of that kind of stuff. So they'll just find someone that's playing the same game as them because their viewers are interested in the game, and usually you want your viewers to keep watching the same thing they've already been watching. So you keep it within the game directory. Now, on the flip side of things, if you want to go for the hard mode of directory abuse, the hard mode of directory abuse is finding a game like Overwatch or PUBG or I wouldn't say Counter-Strike. Let's see what else is on here that's like halfway through. Friday the 13th is a good one. Darkest Dungeon's a good one. RuneScape's pretty fun. Now, mind you, some of these games are only up here because some of the people only like literally take the entire board. For instance, RuneScape. RuneScape is loaded with 16,000 people right now watching, and I play RuneScape and I stream RuneScape, and I have very good success with RuneScape. Here's why. RuneScape, 16,000 people are currently watching RuneScape. Why is that though? 10,000 of those people are watching this guy named Bodhi, which means there's only 6,000 people somewhere else. Which means there's not going to be that many people in this directory, and there's really not. And the lowest, I mean, there's actually quite a few people here. But you have a high chance of these top streamers trickling down that effect to all these streamers. Now, if you're going to be streaming in a crowded directory, such as RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Overwatch, PUBG, the magic number is 10 to 15 viewers. 10 to 15 viewers, and here's why. So, if you're looking at the top here, this first page, if I were to just put the videos to the top of the page, what numbers are we seeing? We see a huge gap in numbers. We're seeing 10,000 views on one side, all the way down to sub 100 numbers behind my webcam, which you can't see. We have 64 viewers here. Below that, 41 viewers. Below that, 15 viewers. So, when I said if you want to be within the first two scrolls, scroll 1, scroll 2. What's the last thing I see? 7 viewers. 7 viewers. People that are looking for new streamers come to the middle section to find new casters. And there's a reason for that. It's because those casters are already somewhat established, have a small viewing, and they think that they could start building a community there. And that's why people go to those sections. That's where I look. If I'm a streamer and I'm looking to host and raid, or if I'm just on Twitch looking for new people to follow and watch, which I do consistently, outside of the guild and outside of my stream team and outside of everything I'm part of, I frequently look towards the middle of the section because I want to try and support those that are on the same grind as me or on the same level as me. I typically get roughly 10 to 25 viewers a night based on the game I'm playing. Like I said, I play a lot of horror stuff. My numbers go up within an hour or two. So, finding streamers down in the middle section of a game directory is like the golden spot. And because of that, you start to grow and you start to get higher up on that directory. It only takes 1 or 2 more viewers to bump you to the next the next tier up. So, if you're trying to play a crowded game, see if you can get 7 to 10 people before you switch to that game. Start with an indie title. Start with something that's lower on the directory, and then switch into games that have a higher directory once you get the viewership. It really, really, really helps out. It's helped me out. I'll start off with games. What up, Twilight Sparkle? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today on this wonderful hump day? It's something that I usually do. I will start with one game for about an hour and a half or so, or something like, say, Resident Evil Revelations 2. Let's go check that out really quick on the directory. Let's go back to this. Resident Evil Revelations 1, 2. There are 3 people here. There are 3 people here. I streamed this last night on Monday for 2 hours. I did 1 episode. I do 1 episode a night, and then I switch games. I was streaming in a very low directory, but because Resident Evil is so popular, people will start looking for Resident Evil. If you can bring that number up, you actually start taking that that directory higher than the other Resident Evil games, such as Chronicles, regular Resident Evil, Director's Cut. This is all in order of viewership right now. So I was playing this. I'm playing this again tonight. We're going to do episode 2 tonight, and we'll see how that goes, and I'll probably switch to something else. So I usually switch to a game called Starbound at this point, because I'm really liking Starbound. Starbound has a lot more streamers in it, but it's still pretty low, and once again, there are quite a bit of people with different languages. We have, I'm assuming that's Korean, we have German, we have Russian, more Russian. So I'm switching to, you want to switch up into directories that are a little bit higher on the list. So that's directory abuse. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in chat. I am, obviously, I'm open. It says ask me anything. Any questions at all, feel free to ask. I'm just trying to go through things that have helped me in the past get one partner channel and one channel, this one, which is currently almost to 1,700 followers in not that long of a time. These are basically tactics I brought over from my other channel, and I'm trying to teach others, especially my guildmates. And there's quite a few guildmates in here, so thank you guys, all the guildies that are out there right now. Thank you guys so much for stopping by for this. I will be saving this as a VOD, so other guildmates that could not watch it can watch it, because I believe hopefully these are some helpful tips, and hopefully you guys are learning something. You just got to put this into practice. Left 4 Dead 2, great. That's a great directory. Left 4 Dead 2 is a wonderful directory. Left 4 Dead. Where's Left 4 Dead 2? There we go. Guildy high five. So, this directory is not that loaded. Not that loaded. However, oh, actually one of these is a vodcast. This is a game that you can play with your community. A lot of people come into Left 4 Dead 2 streams to see if they could play with someone else, because a lot of people don't have people to play Left 4 Dead 2 with. So they go find streamers that have community game nights. Community game nights are another great thing in certain directories. I do a lot of stuff on Garry's Mod. Garry's Mod is not that big of a directory, but because I do community game nights and I put that in my title, people will show up just to play with me on my server. Why does your bot in Discord use @here? It's kind of annoying since it pops up a number, even with that channel muted. Sorry for complaint, but I tend to click on channels with numbers since I'm in a ton of groups, but that bot kind of makes it a hassle. It's the promotions tab. The @here, I can't get rid of it. It's promoting my other guildmates, and it's telling people, hey, they're live. I have it muted. The number sits there. I don't look at the number. I just go to it every so often and see who's streaming, and I rate them and stuff. It's just the bot does it, man. So Left 4 Dead 2 is a great thing. You can play up to 8 people in a community game, 4 survivors, 4 infected, have fun. And the other great thing about this directory is the fact that literally this number, this 12 people here, will trickle to this 11 here, and that 23 will trickle to this 8, and that 30 whatever will trickle to this 7, and it'll start going down the line. So if you could be in this middle section is only 3 viewers, and a lot of different people in different languages, a lot of Russian, you'll have a really good time Left 4 Dead 2 directory. I think I'm gonna start doing community game nights. It's a really, really good boost. Like I said, Garry's Mod. I do Garry's Mod. Let's see what Garry's Mod looks like. Here's Garry's Mod. 158 viewers is the top. It goes from 158 right down to 15. Right down to 15. This is a great directory if you can get, like I said, around 10 people. 10 people will put you at number 3. 10 people put you at number 3. 5 will put you at the top slot. There's only 2 people here. So like I said, find like indie, small, fun, community-driven games that you can find a directory for that can really help out. Before you start playing a game, look at the directory. Just see how it looks. Just see how it looks. And then if you combine directory abuse with rating and hosting for the directory, you can start building a really good network of other casters that are playing the same games as you, and hopefully getting the love returned eventually, but never expect it. Never expect it. Got my work meeting today in an hour and a half after that stream all day. Nice, dude. So that's directory abuse. That is directory abuse. Next, what I want to talk about is going to be social media. Social media is the bane and the love of my existence on Twitch. With social media, there are a lot of things that you can do, bad and good. Bad would be complaining about shit all the time, or complaining that X caster is stealing your viewers. Never do that. That's bad. Very bad. Like, don't do it. You will get chastised, burned at the stake, and literally thrown to the curb if you complain about someone else doing better than you. On social media, you want to focus about you, your content, and what you're doing that day. Ask questions. Grow your channel. Look at daily trends. For instance, let's go check out Twitter. Twitter is the basic need of a Twitch streamer. You need a Twitter account. If you don't have one, you should make one, because it'll seriously flipping help. So, with that being said, oh yeah, I'll be playing tonight, man. I'll be playing Resident Evil Revelations 2, Episode 2, and then switching to something else after that. Maybe Starbound, maybe Garry's Mod, we'll see. So, here's my Twitter. Here's the guildmate. We're hashtag live with hashtag Life is Strange. I'm ready for a good story. Twitch, small streamers, and then some things he's part of. What this does What he's doing here is he's trying to get an audience for certain things. Life is Strange is a category. If you click on Life is Strange as a tag, you're going to see a bunch of shit for Life is Strange. People will click on that tag, and they may see him. Oh, there he is. They found him. He's playing Life is Strange. He is the only streamer, currently, that has that tag. So, if he's playing Life is Strange, he's going to start getting some viewers that want to watch Life is Strange or want to know what it's about. Tags help. The other big thing with social media that can really help and boost your channel is looking at the trends on the left-hand side. Trends are huge because there is a mass amount of people talking about that trend. For instance, we'll take Wednesday Wisdom. Wednesday Wisdom. Let's make a tweet. Currently live on @Twitch. #IRL. Doing a networking on Twitch webinar. Knowledge is power. #Wednesday Wisdom. So basically, you're a Twitch streamer. Let's put in my Twitch stream. Obviously, you want to put your Twitch stream in too. Twitch.tv/AdmiredFlag. And then always put a GIF. Your tweets need to have media. They are consumed 80% more often than tweets without media. So, let's find one that says for wisdom, because it makes sense. That looks fun. Tweet. So, here are the things that we hit and we covered in this one tweet. Things that could really help your channel. 1, you added Twitch. It lets people know that you're a streamer and Twitch has seen it. 2, you hashtag the directory you're currently in. Mine's IRL. We're currently IRL. And then networking on Twitch webinar. Knowledge. Knowledge is power. Wednesday Wisdom. That's how that goes. Oh, one second. I got a text, guys. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay. So, real stats or put the ass stats? What? What do you mean stats? What do you mean for stats? What's that question regarding to? Alright. So, social media is a huge thing. The other thing that you could do on social media is go find other bigger streamers that are having in-depth conversations about a certain topic. For instance, the topic we'll be discussing today after this is affiliates getting the sub button. That's a huge thing right now. It's a huge thing. So if I were to go down my list here, I guarantee you somewhere, some way, someone is talking about the sub buttons. Right here. We're ready for our sub button. There's someone talking about it. They're an affiliate. More affiliate sub button stuff. It's a big topic. So, anyways, real stats. I'm still confused by what you're saying, Azumat. I don't understand, man. Oh, look, notifications. What are those? Oh, look, I got followers. Cool. Look at that. Amazing. So, social media in a nutshell. Use trending topics. Make them towards your Twitch stream. Link your Twitch stream. Use media as content. I also highly recommend that you get something that looks like this. If you don't have a graphics person, find a graphics person. If you're in the guild, real stats or pull out the ass stats. Hold on. Percent of media consumed with. Hold on. Statuses with media consumed. I was told 80% was from work, and that was an actual stat at one point. What up, Sirley? How you doing, man? Welcome. All right, so I don't know if 80% of consumption is true. It was at one point, but I guarantee you that if I put a tweet up with no image and a tweet with an image, the tweet with the image would get way more interaction and impressions than anything else. Good. Interested to hear this topic discussed. Awesome. If you don't mind me asking, where did you find this stream from? Was it the directory? Was it Twitter? Or something else? Just curious. Alright. What a bad day to oversleep. What up, Crunchy? Welcome. This will be put up as a VOD. The directory? Okay, awesome. See, directories help. That's part of my point, was I was found in a directory because of a title and because of what I'm streaming. Enjoy streaming that will make me smile. Good. And that's a huge thing, is definitely a directory. Is personality. Personality is a huge thing when you're streaming on Twitch. And this is something that I want to discuss because a lot of people are very afraid. They're afraid to discuss it, and I'm not. I don't care. I'll take criticism all day long. I don't mind being ripped apart for the greater good of the guild and the people I'm trying to help with streaming. I got to go for work, man. Thanks for the helpful tips. No problem, Ash. I will definitely be here. I will definitely be on later if you're still around, and this will be as a VOD if you want to watch the rest. How long ago did you start your streaming endeavor? I started streaming 6 years ago. I have one partner channel that I gave up to a boss because it was a company channel that I got partnered, and now this one. This one turns 3 in July. So, basically what I do is I have a YouTube channel that has Twitch tips over everything Twitch. I'm going to start running these webinars every Wednesday with a different topic to discuss Twitch and helpful tips and stuff. I run a Streamlabs guild. I help out other smaller streamers to get to at least where I'm at, or at least affiliated is my goal, is at least everyone affiliated. That's my goal as the guild leader. I just want to help out, man. I would not have been, I have not have gotten where I am today if it wasn't for other people helping me. So I want to just pass it along and keep helping others as much as possible. That's my goal. So that's what the point of these VODs are. So social media will be covered hosting and rating as a way to network with streamers that may have never known you were a streamer.
Welcome to the family, son.
Sir Lay, thank you for all support, and welcome to the epidemic. Thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate that. You are amazing. And thank you everyone that's here right now. You guys are all awesome. Like I said, I would not be anywhere that I am today without you guys. I wouldn't have sponsors. I wouldn't be able to do this full time without any of you guys. You guys make the dream work. So thanks. Thank you all. We've covered hosting and rating as a way to have other casters know that you're also a caster without telling them, hey, I'm a caster in their chat, because that's rude. Definitely don't want to be rude. 2, we covered directory and how directories work. And as you can tell, Sir is here from the directory. It works. Directory definitely works. Having a catchy title also works. I usually have some sort of clickbaity title. Literally that will say clickbait or not clickbait, or have been past titles of mine. But for this, we're discussing Twitch on a directory that's meant for discussions. That's what we're doing. And look, they came. So it's awesome that someone actually came from something I've been discussing. So it proves that it works. So, sir, thank you for being an amazing statistic to this stream in this discussion. Oh, man, wish you could stream full-time. I got lucky. I have a full-time job that allows me to stream full-time. Last but not least, we covered social media and how social media can really, 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 really help your channel out dramatically. So to recap, let's do a quick recap because we are coming near the end of this discussion. So I want to give a quick recap for those that just joined in or have had to leave or come in at some point in time. Quick recap: how to network on Twitch, hosting and rating. There's 2 ways to do it. There's the long-winded way. The long-winded way is to be part of someone else's community. Find a big streamer. Find those Carnages, those Goliathans. You go for Goliathans. Is it Sir Goliath? Yeah. Destiny streamer. Sir Goliathan, I believe his name is. I hear his name all the time. Elohim, Silent Sentries. Go find a streamer that you really, really, really connect with, that you want, that inspires you. Be part of their community. Stay in their community for 2 to 3 months, and then give them a host or a raid. Could you do another iteration soon of Twitch criticisms of streams? Absolutely. Can definitely do that. I actually have a couple more to go through. I have to criticize a couple more streamers in the guild. So, that's the long-winded way, because you need to be part of the community. You do not want to tell them that you're a caster right off the bat. Just be part of the community, enjoy the games they're playing, talk in chat, get to know everyone in chat, just have a good time, and then 2 to 3 months down the road, hit that streamer while they're live with a host, a raid, with anything that you have. 2 people even, that doesn't matter. 2 people is better than 1, and then at that point, they may know that you're a caster, and then ask you how you're doing, give you the shout out. That's the long-winded way. The short-winded way is to find people that are playing the same game as you, that are the same size as you. Give them a host, give them a raid. I know anyone that hosts me or raids me, and I don't know who the hell they are, I have the utmost appreciation for. I appreciate everyone that hosts and raids the channel, but if it's someone new that's hosting and raiding me, show them a little bit extra love, because then it could be a continuous thing. That could lead to collaboration. It could lead to a bigger, better community for you and them. A lot of streamers grow together. A lot of streamers don't grow by themselves. They have help. They stream with other people. It's a good thing. So hosting and raiding could lead to collaboration, which could lead to building networks together, sharing viewers, things like that. Speaking of which, in my chat just popped up, you can follow either my community at the top link, or you can join my community that I'm part of called True Gaming. They're a wonderful, wonderful community. There's tons and tons of people in there that play all sorts of different games. If you're looking to join a community, join True Gaming, hang out. It's helped tons of my guildmates to join that channel. They're collaborating with other streamers. They're playing games together. They're growing together. It's kind of the whole point. And that's what I'm talking about, is collaboration is key. So that's hosting and raiding as a form of networking. 2 was directory. True Gaming had loads of good... Yeah, there's tons of us there. There's tons. Actually, I see a couple of them here in chat. I'm not going to shout them out because I do not call out lurkers. If they want to lurk, they can lurk, but I'm not going to call them out unless they talk. So, 2 was directory abuse. If you're a newer streamer, try to stay away from games that are on the top. Play games that have less than 25 or so people streaming that game. Play games that are older. Play games that have nostalgic feel. Play games that are community-based. Play games that other people can play with you and just jump in a game. Because that is going to lead to more people watching and more people playing with you. And if they play with you, you've got them. If they start playing games with you, they want to keep coming back for more. And that is key to keeping regulars around. You want to make sure that no matter what game you play, they stay. Because those streamers are going to be those viewers are the ones that you really want to look forward to. Because you can play one game for a month and get 75, 100 viewers. But the moment you switch games, I guarantee you, almost all of them will leave because they only want to watch you play that one game. You want to have the ones that are connected to your personality as a caster. Those are the ones that will jump with you no matter what. You could go play Barbie Pony Adventure and they will stay and they'll stick around. Those are the viewers that you want. I'm not saying the other viewers are bad, but for a variety streamer, if you're not playing one game, they kind of hurt because your channel goes from 100 viewers in one directory down to nothing, or just a few, whatever your regulars are. You want to build a community of regulars, and a good way to do that is play directories that don't have a whole lot of people. Let them play games with you. They'll keep coming back no matter what you're doing. They'll be there. I have tons and tons of regulars that come back, and I could play literally Minesweeper for 2 hours, and they'll be there having jokes, talking around, whatever. Number 3, social media. Make sure your social media is rocking. You don't need to have the most amount of followers. You don't need to have... I mean, I have 2,100, almost 2,200 followers, but it doesn't mean anything. Followers on Twitter don't mean shit. You don't want the people that follow you already. Yeah, they're going to follow you and they're going to see your content first. But if you're using the daily trends on the left-hand side, literally millions and millions are consuming and seeing your content. If you can make one of those topic trends geared towards your Twitch channel, you're good. And you'll find people that'll come hang out with you or follow you or something. Especially if you can start a conversation with that tag in that trending topic. So there is my views and tips and tricks for networking on Twitch. Hopefully it wasn't too much. Like I said, I am now open for questions. I'm open for questions, and we're gonna switch this over to creative. Actually, fuck it. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this in IRL, and I'm just gonna work in IRL. I don't really care because we're having a conversation about IRL. So, whatever. Any questions? I'm now open, guys. I am now open to questions. Anything at all, hit me. Questions about me, questions about how I run streams, questions about my guild, questions about sponsors, questions about networking, questions about anything. Before we move on to the topic of Twitch affiliates and sub buttons, which is going to be a conversation that may or may not divide chat. It'll probably divide chat, but that's okay. It's a good discussion. So let me know if you guys have anything at all to talk about while I work. And Deadpad, thank you for hanging out, man. Appreciate you coming in. Always hanging out in my weird streams. Always coming in while I'm doing my on-the-road casts and stuff. Speaking of which, I am doing a really long Twitch IRL cast. 42 chords. 42 chords of wood. Is it true that joining a team will only be worth it if they recruit you? No. No. Nope. So the way teams work, the way that I've seen teams work, and I've been in a couple teams, and I'm trying to join more teams, is that it's all based on the people in the team. It's not based on if you get recruited or if it's like a free one that's open. It's based on the mentality of the team. I would never join a team like Streamers Connected, support small streamers, or things like that have stream teams, because it's toxic. In my opinion, it's toxic. And this is a discussion that would probably cause turmoil in some of the communities I'm in, because I don't use things like that. And there's a reason behind it. It's literally nothing but clickbait and follow for follow trash. And that is not helpful as a streamer. You do not want to have 1 million followers on your channel, but only have 2 people viewing your content. That is not the way you want it to work. That's almost like buying followers for your social media. That's not what you want. They're great. I enjoy the company. Thank you, Deadpan. Appreciate it. Most teams just seem like bullshit way to support the top streamer. Everyone's constantly telling each other to support one another and then not. Right. Exactly. How do you become part of Streamlabs All-Stars? I was reading about it, and when I saw Shady Pyro's an All-Star, he was way less followers than Streamlabs you said you need. Okay, so Streamlabs All-Stars. So that's my views on Streamers Connected and teams like that. Teams that are smaller, teams that are community-focused, teams that I'm actually in the middle of building a stream team on Twitch, like an official stream team with a partner streamer, because I've networked with him. We're actually looking to build one that's a community that we all help and rate each other. Basically, the way it worked in my old stream team was the person at the top rated the next person in line, and that person rated the next person in line, that person rated the next person in line. That's how a stream team needs to work, because that takes the person at the top and gives all the viewers from the top to the bottom to the very last person, and that is support, that is growth, that is networking. That's how it should be ran. However, things like Streamers Connected and support small streamers that have teams like that don't do that. They give all of their support, all the raids and hosts to friends or people at the top. That's not how it should work. It shouldn't go backwards. It should go down. It should be a trickle-down effect. Team recommendations? Honestly, I have none at the moment. I have no team recommendations at the moment. I am part of one stream team, and that's the stream team I've been in since my old partner channel. And I'm looking to get into company stream teams, one of which is my sponsor. I have a sponsor for Gamersups. They have a stream team called the GG Army. I'm looking into getting that. They're not accepting anyone right now at the moment, but hopefully next time around. Another good stream team that I would love to be a part of would be your broadcasting software. I use XSplit. XSplit is my broadcasting software. They have a stream team. I'm trying super hard to get into that. They have partnered and sponsored me since before Twitch. Like, I've been using it for my podcast. So that's a thing. Honestly, though, I just join groups, join communities that are on the Twitch community page, and just find ones that are relevant to you. Variety, horror, indie, whatever. He did a community stream that allowed him to get it. True Newsome. Yeah. So we have a contact. Her name is, if she comes in the chat, her name is Stage. Her name is Anastasia. She is the Streamlabs. She's the Streamlabs rep, community manager there. And anyone that did the front page, or not front page, anyone that did the Streamlabs charity stream that we did a few months back, anyone that participated in that stream got All-Stars no matter what their viewership was like. The perks of being an All-Star. We get a kick-ass hoodie, which just got shipped out, so I'll have a kick-ass hoodie to show on stream soon. It has our name on it and everything. Like, it's kick-ass. I cannot wait to get it. We get game codes once a month from indie developers that they partner with. So right now I have 3 different game codes of games that I have that came from them. We also get opportunities to try out new beta features and things like that. So we're the first to get a lot of content from Streamlabs. We also get priority support over anyone else. If you're an All-Star, you get support in the Discord. So that's a thing. So, any other questions, guys? Any questions? Comments? Questions? Concerns? We got about 10 more minutes still for questions before we jump into Twitch affiliates and sub button discussion. But yeah, I'm an All-Star as well. I don't meet the requirements. I also don't meet the requirements to even be sponsored by Gamersups, but I have a podcast and they wanted to reach out into podcasting. That's another really good thing, guys. Another good thing that I want to talk about networking that I missed, and I probably should bring it up. Other platforms. I get a lot of viewers and I get a lot of follows from YouTube because I do these Twitch tips videos. And on those Twitch tip videos, it's all just one section called How To, and it's just a bunch of videos on Twitch. Actually, let me show you guys really quick in case you guys are wondering. All right. So, for instance, if you go to my Twitch, my YouTube page is just /AdmiredPlague. You can get here. I have tons of videos. I have a bunch of how-to videos. I only have, what, 100? Oh, wow, I went up 8 subscribers. I have 109 subscribers, not too many. However, I have this entire how-to playlist. And in this playlist, I have 9 different videos on different things. Surviving 24-hour streams, Twitch tips for viewers. If you're a viewer, what to expect from a caster. Twitch tips, I don't, that's actually repeated twice. Programs to use, Discord ask questions, Twitch XSplit settings. Gaining and retaining viewers is a really good one if you guys want to watch that. But all of these videos, if you were to click on any one of these videos, a little thing... Shut up. Stop that. A little thing pops up in the bottom left corner right here that says I'm live on Twitch. So people watch these videos and they end up on my Twitch channel. So even if you're just making highlights, if you're making highlights on YouTube or on Twitch, export them to YouTube and make sure that you have that little thing checked so that your Twitch channel is connected and it pops up over all your videos. It's super helpful. Super helpful to get people that way too. I also run a podcast. My podcast brings in people. Granted, that's not for everybody. Not everyone has the means or time to stream YouTube and do podcasts. Like I said, I work from home. I have a lot of extra time on my hands when I'm not when I'm waiting for stuff to go on. So, unfortunately, I am kind of lucky in that respect. Based on what you've seen so far, what do you think I need to be doing better in those areas? Azumat, for you, collabing more, stream more with Step, Shady, the guys, the boys, stream more with the boys. Just stream with the guild more, man. Your personality is great. You answer all questions in chat. Your branding's great. I love your logo, which actually I need to grab your non-white one because I just grabbed it off your Twitter at one point. But you're definitely improving your stream quality a lot, with especially the conversation you have. I would say, and like I told Step, this is kind of the hard thing, is just personality-wise, you got to make some things, you got to make something out of nothing. And I talk about myself, but I mean, like I said, it's harder than it is. It's harder than it sounds, changing personality. It is such a hard thing to change one's personality to be more entertaining. It really is, because you're just stuck in your ways. Thanks for this, Plague. Too many distractions IRL, but I'll definitely be watching the VOD later. Awesome, dude. Yeah, the VOD will go live. I'm actually going to clip it to just this section and not the Twitch sub-button discussion. That'll be a different discussion, different VOD I'll make. Yeah, I definitely want to do some more collabs with the guild. Yeah, collabing is going to be the easiest way for you to grow. And then also, if you guys can find a game that you guys can play together that's in a smaller directory, Left 4 Dead would be a great one. Just Cause 2, a great one. Things like that. Rust would be a great one. Finding just games that you can collab with people is going to help you grow a lot faster. So, any other questions, guys? Crunchy, have a going, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you hanging out for the webinar, and I'll definitely get the entire VOD up today at some point. MXN, yeah, play MXN together. It's another thing. Any other questions before we move on to Twitch affiliates and sub buttons? Because it's about to be a heated discussion. Super heated.